What's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ, and today I had to make this video, man. I've been seeing a lot of different trucking content creators make videos about the trucking industry and where we're at right now with the whole trucking industry. I think it's a little bit of misinformation going on, and this is a guy that's been in the game for over a year. At this point, my whole journey has been documented. Y'all have seen everything. Also, I have an ebook if you're trying to start a trucking company and you don't know where to start because it's so much freaking paperwork. I have an ebook in the comment section down below. It gives you point A to point Z on how to start a trucking company. It literally, baby, it spoon feeds it to you. So if you are having any issues with starting your trucking company, go ahead and check out that ebook down below. It is so much important information in there that I was not able to bring up in this video or my previous videos. So go ahead and check out that ebook down below. So I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the trucking industry, and they've been saying various things. Some people have been saying don't get into the trucking industry. Some people still have been promoting to get into the trucking industry. And here is my take. Here's some things that I want to point out, and I think that needs to be brought to the forefront to give you guys the most information that you need possible when getting into the trucking game. So my first point is that right now, the trucking industry as it stands is not as plentiful as it was when I got into the game. I got into the game around this time last year. I went straight to OTR. I was going state to state. I was doing long hauls. I was doing all that. That experience, it gave me a bright view on the trucking industry. Fast forward a year to now, and the trucking industry is not in the same state where it was previously. But I think it's some things that people are not talking about that needs to be said. First and foremost, we have to look at the economy. We have to look at what's going on as a country. Everybody in business, whether you're in trucking, whether you're in the restaurant industry, whether you're in retail, wherever you are in business, everybody is taking a financial hit. It's not one industry out here that's not taking a financial hit. The hospitals, they're taking a financial hit. Everybody is taking a financial hit. And it's not because trucking is slow. It's because inflation is so damn high. People are making trucking out to be this dark hole right now. And regardless of, everything going on, it's because of trucking and the state that trucking is in, why trucking is not a flourishing business like it was a year ago. That's just not the case. The whole country is going through inflation. It's not just trucking. The rates are actually better than what I anticipated. The only issue that I'm having with trucking right now is the volume of loads. The volume of loads is, in my opinion, not where I anticipated it to be all year round. Usually, this time of year is going to be an influx of loads because it's holiday season. But as it stands right now, the amount of loads is about average. I was expecting it to be well over average. And that's very important because that depends on where you live at. If you're in the Midwest, you moving. You able to get loads for a decent rate. I'm doing a load right now where I'm making $3 a mile. How did I get the load? I got the dang load off the load board. And I haven't been on the load board all year. Basically, the whole entire year, I was off the load board for almost 9 months, just running the dedicated lane. But even my dedicated lane got hit. And it was because of the volume of loads available at this current point. Because of inflation, companies are not spending the amount of money that they were spending a year ago. Because of inflation, consumers are not purchasing the amount of commodities as they were a year ago. If you look at the stock market, if you look at cryptocurrency, everything is taking a hit. If you are paying attention to business in general and keeping an open eye to see what's going on in the financial markets, everything is taking a hit. There's not one industry that's flourishing, at this point. I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. I think people are making trucking out to be this rabbit hole when it's not even that. It's just that's where the country is at this very moment. Things fluctuate. You might have one year where you are making so much money hand over fist that you don't even know what to do with it. And then the next year, because of political shit, you got a situation where we are now, where we got hit by a pandemic. You know, our leadership isn't the best, isn't the sharpest, isn't making the best decisions. And now we have a situation where everything is so much more expensive. And a lot of people don't understand that gas affects the entire economy. That's one of the only commodities that if that commodity goes up in price, the entire country will be affected immediately. It will be no delay. It will be an immediate effect, because truckers are the bloodline of this country. We move the product from point A to point B. We get the product, whether that's directly to the customer, whether that's to another company, whether it's in-house, one company location to their other location in another state. We move the product. And if it costs us more money to move the product, it's going to end up costing the consumer more money to buy the product. So that's one thing that I just want to get that out and let people know about. My advice on should you get into trucking right now, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no, don't get into trucking, because you never know how your experience might be. Just because you see one trucker having a rough time doesn't mean that when you get into it, you're going to have a rough time as well. Everybody's experience is different. It's so many factors that goes in to how your company is running, how many loads your company is running, who you have connections with. You know, it's so many factors. So to say, oh, no, don't get into trucking, that would be misinformation. I would be misleading you, because you might get in and you end up doing better than me. See what I'm saying? Or you might get in and you're doing worse. It's all based on your location. It's based on who you know. It's based on what type of truck you're driving, whether you're driving a box truck, whether you're driving a hot shot, a flatbed, a semi. It's so many factors that go into trucking. Do you have your hazmat certification? It's so many things. So for people to get on YouTube and just totally tell people not to get into trucking, that's not something that you want to take very seriously, because your experience is going to be totally different than their experience. And that's even if you live in the same city, even if y'all are operating out of the same area. It's so many things. They might be doing only local loads. They might be doing only over the road loads. They might not be doing Amazon. It's so many things. So I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know what's going on with the trucking industry. I wanted to give you guys more insight and clarity on why trucking is the way it is now. As far as a whole, do I think that trucking is still profitable? Hell yeah, it is still profitable. It's always been profitable, and that's not going to change just because the economy has been taking a major hit. That's not going to change. Things go up, things go down. You just have to have a system in place to be able to ride that roller coaster, and that's going to be in any business that you get into. No one ever said trucking was immune to hard times. No one ever said trucking was any different from any other business where you have, you know, fluctuations in your income and your net income or gross income, however you want to look at it. No one ever said that. So just understand that you starting a trucking company, it's a business. It's a business, and you're going to have moments where you're doing real good, and then you're going to have moments where you got to strategize a little bit more and plan out and micromanage your expenses a little bit more. So I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that. I didn't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions down below, go ahead and comment them down below. I'll try to get to every single one. It's your boy RJ. Don't forget to subscribe for more banger trucking videos. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Deuces, YouTube.